Hello, everybody. This is my cup. There are many like it, but this one's mine. Hope everybody's doing good. I turned off the air, the fans, everything to bring you this important message. It's fixing to get real, people. So, check out different channels, talking about their thoughts on the upcoming events and stuff. Some say October into January, February. Be prepared to sit and watch, hide and watch. I'm not saying engage. We don't do that. We're about survival and surviving natural disasters, human acts and terrorists and things like that, domestic and what have you, foreign or domestic. So, and there's a lot of people out there got some stuff on there. Some are bang 'em up, shoot 'em up. Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. But survival. Survival. We try to keep a low profile. True preppers. And keep a low profile. And that way, I've never had all the fans and stuff off. Kind of creepy. I'll be right back. Had to go get my bazooka by the door there. But prepper, keep a low profile. Don't let everybody know your business, what your plan is, what you this, what you that. You need, I sit back and I watch different groups. And I continue to watch different groups. And I like some of their content, It's all good. And I learn different things. It's like I tell everybody, learn something new every day. It doesn't matter how big, how small. You can reinvent the wheel. If it's a real good deal, let me know. I'd like to check it out. But learn something new. It doesn't matter what it is, people. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to think on it. Man, eerie. But so we got our locations, hopefully. We got our locations, or we bug in, bug out. This bug out basics is more so on basics, on what you should be doing to prepare for civil unrest, natural disaster, terroristic threats, foreign, domestic, whatever it is, So we have to prepare for that. But we can have everything in the world. If you was to park an airplane outside my door and say, there it is, man, you can fly wherever you want to. I say, One, I don't like flying. Two, I don't know how to run a plane. So it's out of the, If I knew how to fly a plane and I was good for that, yeah, that'd be a good deal. Now you give me a bug out vehicle with storage tanks, storage compartments, water, you know. Uh, Man, I'd go to town with that. So, getting everything you need. You gotta have water. We all know that. I mean, we're sitting there beating the same old drum. We need water. We need food. We need, necessities. And it can be feminine products. It can be toilet paper. It can be toothpaste, toothbrush. Let your imagination run wild. I mean, then, comfort foods, things like that. So, you get all that stuff together, and that builds confidence, and, you feel good about yourself. And you should, being prepared for anything. But then you have to get skills to prepare food different ways. Can you make a solar oven cooking device out of aluminum foil? You don't have utilities, you don't have gas, you don't have a source of fuel. And after probably about anywhere from a week to 3 weeks or so, I wouldn't dare start a fire. Smoke going up, everything else. What kind of food do you have? I have taken the big Gatorade bottles and mashed up my ramen noodles in the package, wash them all up, take my little packet out, put your packet in first. Trust me, put the packet in first. Then run them ramen noodles down inside that bottle. Enough water to cover it up. Shake it up a little bit, let the cap loose a little bit, put it back, and walk on, do your business. And then set out in the sun, warm it up if you don't like it cold. But you get hungry, you'll eat it. I've seen people in situations that would crush it up, open up the bag, sprinkle that powdered bouillon, whatever in there, kind of shake it up, and eat it dry, because they didn't have anything else. They had water, but they didn't have water that they would utilize to put that in them noodles. So you'll eat it. Survival bars, things like that, granola bars, whatever. No boy, I've been picking up some new channels here and there, and the old boy had put a stash in a plastic container, kind of like in the desert area region. But don't know if it was desert, because he was talking about his biggest fear was it freezing. We put it in the ground about 18, 20 inches in the ground, buried it, went back 1 year later. Okay. Went back 1 year later and everything's perfectly fine. And it was your common stuff. You buy at the grocery store. It wasn't no fancy macho Rambo food last 50, 100 years, all that stuff. It wasn't that. It was just your common household foods. And pulled out everything, checked it out. It was all good. So if you got the money, you can buy rations and stuff like that from WeSaveTheWorld.com, whatever it is. Uh, you won't go hungry with us.com, whatever they're out there. They're a dime a dozen out there. And everybody's worried about every one of them. So I'm going to store stuff that I will just eat. I know what I like. I know what the family likes. And we have an abundance of stuff. You know, I keep stuff here. This trailer dry is a little less than 8,000 pounds. When I hauled it, it was 3 pounds. It was 10,003 pounds. That tells you how much crap I keep in here. So I got a lot of stuff. Don't be come looking for me. Cause I got my Red Ryder BB gun, and I'll poke your eyeballs out. No, you store what you can normally eat, because we got everything stored. We got up to the wall. I mean, just water, everything. Then we're good to go. But can you handle the mental aspect of everything going to crap? Can you handle it? Your norm will be completely knocked out. It won't, nothing norm be going on anymore. You'll have to watch over your shoulder, because you got a lot of stuff. Everybody wants it. Those that are not as prepared will come looking for you. And they say a little whimper of smoke. People get hungry. They do desperate things. So you gotta really think, people. Gotta think. You can go out and spend your last dollar on a bunch of food. It's all good. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get this across to you. Everything in the world, but it's like that plane. $1 million plane out there. Cessna, whatever. It'd be in my way. Hey, I can plant a garden there, get it out of the way. I don't want to take it back. If you don't know how to use it, and don't know how to prepare it, and you don't know how to secure it, you don't know how to protect everything, this is no use. It do you no good. I figure you got, from this point forward, you might have 30 days to do what you got to do if you're not prepared. And prove me wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, and this civil unrest doesn't go completely blowed up out there. We'll be eating for a long time, eating good. Nothing wrong with that. If nothing happens at all, that's all good. I really don't believe half of what the media puts out there. Got some different podcasts, stuff like that. People that are actually on the ground, that have people on the ground, that are actually witnessing things going on. And your weaker states and your weaker counties and cities that are weak, people are scared to death. It's either right or it's wrong, people. That's it. They ain't no, well, he did, yeah. No. If you don't put yourself in a position, if you don't put yourself in a position of threat, then you have nothing to worry about. I'm not going to go out there and, I mean, I support the president. I support this country. I stand up for this country. I will not never bow down for this country. I will never bow down unless I'm praying to God. That's it. So either you like it or you don't. And other people have their beliefs. That's all good. I don't impose mine on you. You don't impose yours on me. So I try not to get angry. But don't put yourself out there with your stuff, with your plan, with all that. You do it tight knit, like I say, tabletop. How many times I gotta preach this? Hopefully somebody will say, yeah, Bob, that's a good idea. So we'll see. And I know it's a good idea. Been doing it for years. Every agency, from a little bitty town to a city to a county to a state to the government to the world, has a plan. And they do tabletops. They do little fancy computer screen, all this stuff, but we can do a tabletop. We can get us a plan. You can get a whiteboard. You can get a chalkboard. You can do whatever. And you do assignments on people based on their skills. You take care of the food. I need you to be on top of the medical and the supplies. What do we need? Do we need to restock? Is anything expired? Radio communications. How are we going to communicate? Joe over here is a ham operator. Ham radio operator. All right, dude. You're it. Tell us what we need to be better. And we need quick communication. Not none of this. And that is a possibility. If it really got real bad, that's not a problem with that either, because people don't know how to do Morse code. If I come up to you and say, Halato Kimachopa, what have I just said? Hello, how are you? You're doing good. So, a different language that is not common. So, Yukoke. I pushed my daughter to learn more of a native language, and they used that in the war because nobody knew what the heck they were saying. What in the world? There ain't nothing in my book says anything about this language. That's how we were able to maneuver. So, things like that. Just because you got a big stash of food, you got 5,000, 10,000 rounds of ammunition, you got guns, you got armor, you got everything in the world. But if you don't know how to delegate key positions to key people based on their skills and their ability to handle things under pressure, then it is no good. It will do you no good, people. So you got to get this right here right first, because if you panic and you fall out, there goes all your food. You ain't gonna get no Twinkies or Ding Dongs. And I have both. I even have little blueberry muffins. I have Cocoa Pebbles. I have Fruity Pebbles. I have mini wheats. Slim Jim. Yeah. But if I don't know how to handle myself under pressure and the stress of my alarm system keeps updating. Yeah, I have an alarm system. If I can't handle the stress of what's going on right now, imagine when everything just like, there's people running around, there's crap going on. I mean, town's completely burning up. They show you stuff on TV, and if you were directly involved, not involved necessarily, but a direct witness to that, and I'll believe you a little bit. And with that, you got to know who you're going to trust. I mean, not many people. I didn't trust my mother half the time because she was always up to something, but I loved her. I don't trust any of you, unless you've been behind me and you've had my six. You back me up, and I'll back you up. That's the way I've always been trained. So, unless you get down and dirty and you prove yourself, then I'll trust you. But I love you. I love every one of you. And that's no joke. If we run across each other and I know that you know me, and you know that, well, I don't know hardly anybody, but anyway, you get my point. I will help you the best I can. I will not tell you where I'm at. I will not tell you where I'm going. I will not tell you what I have. I will help you get along. Now, if I get to know you better and you've proven yourself and you have a good skill set that is needed in our group, then okay, come aboard. But there will be a period of time there's no weapons. None. That's just it. That's part of the policy. Man, good old Yupon Holly tea. Man, we have different groups here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, podcasts here and there. If you got a group in a town or surrounding, say you got a 100-mile radius that you're friends with, or you create a community, you need to have a password or a phrase. Not that Bob is ugly. And we all know that. Give me something else. You can say it's always best to start with primitive skills. I say it all the time. If you come up to me and you say that, then I will, okay, yeah, you've been watching. So, little things like that you need a way of communicating to verify that they're just not somebody just coming in. So, oh yeah, I watch this all the time, blah, 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 blah. Okay, what does he say all the time? Oh, just get stuff. No, you need to go on. Now, see ya. If you come up to me and say, well, you say learn something new all the time, and it's best to start with primitive skills, then I'll know. Yeah, you kind of crack the door open, and we'll see where it goes from there. So, just little code phrases, things like that. Get that for your group, your community, because I guarantee you, it may sound silly, but I guarantee you're going to wish you had, because you'll have every yahoo out there trying to get in your little thing. My security system is doing something weird. But for real, you've got to do it now. And now, there ain't no, well, next week I get paid, I get an income tax, or I get No, you need to do it now, people. That's it. Get you a plan and either bug in, bug out, whatever, but make it solid. Ain't no, well, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. No, it ain't got no time for all that crap. You need to do it now. And I guarantee you, any other channel that you go check out, they'll tell you the same thing. The very same thing. And I will not quote what they say, but you can go around and check out different channels. Preparedness channels, Prepared Nation. Good guy, good guy. I heard about him for quite a while. But I never run across his channel. And I did yesterday and today. So, and watch what you say on YouTube. What you text, what you type. But you got trolls out there, you got people out there. It's like, well, I ain't got to do nothing. Because Leroy over there and Josephine, they got a whole house, barn stuff full of food and stuff. If he goes south, we're going right down there. We'll shoot them, and there you go. We'll have a little heyday over there. No joke. No joke. These prepping sites and stuff, all these prepared and different sites, they get threats all the time. So, you will never know what I got going on. I'll give you little tidbits of stuff here and there, but you won't know where I'm going. There's only four, including myself, me and three other people, know where we're going to go. Not even my wives, not even family, not nothing. We know where we're going. Now, our wife knows that we got a plan. And when we say it's time to go, gone. And that's it. That is it. There ain't no looking back. Hopefully we can come back and everything will be okay. Hopefully. But if I say it's time to go, it's got to be pretty bad. The different groups. I got somebody jump on me one day here about talking about a group. And I wasn't talking about the group. I was talking about anybody that does not serve a true purpose in society to help society is worthless. I mean, they're sucking up good air. And I got hit pretty good, but I did not reply. Because that's just facts, people. And anyway, trying to come up with a good name. Fluffy Fairies. Is that a good name? Or is that, I don't know. That might hurt somebody's feelings. Fairy Brigade. I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. They're going to go suburbs. They're going to take over the White House. They're going to go into rural areas. You know, if they get to suburbs, cities, and they burn all that, do all this crap, well, they might say, let's go down this old country road here. By the way, it's a bad mistake. You know how many hours that country boys sit quietly and wait for something? I was going to say something else, but I got a bug in my tea. I ain't got much left. Anyway, you know how many hours and time that we sit and wait for dinner, for food supplies. Get these old, yeah, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be diplomatically nice. But that is a possibility, people. You got cities and everything in suburban areas, stuff like that. Then they kind of bleed out and, out in the rural areas, stuff like that. That's going to be bad, I tell you. And I told that individual, that didn't like my comment. And they going to do this and do that. Well, you can't hold up, what they say, you can't stand up or hold your own when they come, or something like that. And I lost them whenever I said, I replied back, I hope that it doesn't happen, period. But if it was to go out that far, I would hope it'd be on pay-per-view, because I would pay good money to see that. And then I lost them. So. Excuse me, getting hot in here. I'm doing this just for y'all. But check out channels. What I've been saying is relatively the same things talked about in channels in Facebook and Instagram and podcasts and whatever social media it is. Then look up, get on Prepper Nation and subscribe to him, please. And as always, be nice on here, because I'll just knock you off. And I would hope that everybody would come together and let's end this mess. I ain't got time for this stuff, I'm too old for this stuff. Just want to be able to do what I do what you do, and without all this chaotic mess. This civil unrest, is so un-American. That's it. So, Prepper Nation, I think it is. Man. What is Bear's channel? Bear Independence, I guess. Look up Bear. He big guy, beard. He looks mean, but he ain't. He's okay. He's a nice guy. But yeah, and listen to those people and get different views, get different information. You don't just stick with me. You don't just stick with Prepper Nation. You don't stick with Bear, whatever his channel is. Get on, check different channels out and just look up prepared. Type in civil unrest. Type in, how are we gonna survive? And look it up, and you'll get some information there. And just get a little bit here, whatever that you need. And but listen strongly. on some what they got to say. Well, break my Bluetooth. And that's something else we learned, you know. If you get different information and what their thought process is, what information, where they getting their information from, and they talk about this, talk about that, different plans and ways of, you know, securing a food stash and water and how to build a community, a prepper community, a survival community, things like that. So with that, people, I'm going to turn this air on. It is getting warm up in here. Take care, learn something new, primitive skills. Get down to the basics and work your way up. That's they dug holes with rocks and sticks before they came out with shovels. Primitive skills. You learn basics. Then you graduate, go up. And you might be better than me. Take care of yourself, people. I'm telling you now. Because it's about to get real. And I hope it doesn't. And I hope I'm wrong. I do. Because there'll be a lot of unnecessary deaths go on. Loss of life. So, take care and learn something new. See you next time.